line. It's her first in 12 years, and this is her first video ever. As often as I see him, I can never get used to the pace of those videos. They move so fast.
Move quickly.
Mary Wilson is joining us. Every time you've been here, you have said you are ready to, you are able to, you want to do a solo album.
In other words, I was begging, right?
Well, you were very clear in your intentions and
you.
desires that you wanted to do this, and yet it took a long time to get it done.
Yes, to get back into the recording end of it. I tour all the time. I'm always on the road, but I could not get that recording deal.
Why not?
And I think, as in your introduction, you said, behind every great singer, when I was singing background, all the oohs, the ahs, and the baby babies, and I get the feeling that record companies and people in general label you. So I was labeled a background singer and not a singer.
And yet, as you pointed out, you've never stopped performing. You've been on tour.
I am on the road constantly.
They knew you could do it.
Yes. Well, one thing that makes me feel really good is that, like, I just returned off a Royal Caribbean cruise, and I performed for thousands of people. And every night I get this standing ovation. But the recording industry just, you know, they never come out to see you perform.
You know, you said that business about the doo-wahs and the baby babies. I can't imagine what it would have been your lyrics written out from most songs.
Well, that's what we had to do. Ooh, 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 you know, baby, baby, ooh, ooh. In fact, I said, people, you laughing, but I was laughing all the way to the bank. You know, this is what I say every night. You know? I had fun doing my oohs and ahs.
But can I have my sheet music? Ooh, 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 baby, baby, ooh, ooh, ooh.
But now, you know, it's great. It has taken me quite a number of years to really relearn my craft, to learn how to sing lead, because it is different.
But given the fact that, as you point out, the record industry doesn't come out to watch you perform when you're on the road, etc., given the fact it took you 12 years to get to this point and do your own solo album, does that mean that being the backup singer in the Supremes was net a plus, net a minus?
Well, for me, it was great. I mean, first of all, the Supremes will go down in history as being a part of the social change in the 60s. We were much, much more than just singers. And so for me, I call myself a BLAP, the Supremes are black American princesses, because we did make a change in history. So for me, it's great. I mean, if I have to come back again, I want to come back as Mary Wilson of the Supremes.
So even though it took 12 years, it's still worth it.
It's wonderful, and like I say, I travel all over, and I just love it. In fact, actually doing this album and making the video for me was a personal triumph.
Literally, you hadn't been in a recording studio in 12 years?
Right, you know, so it's like really scary.
The technology's changed.
Everything has changed. In fact, you get in there, I was scared to death, because on stage I say, yeah, wow, wow. But when you get into a studio, it's like fine-tuning your
different craft.
You have to relearn it. So actually, when I recorded the album and the video, I was making a social statement, a personal statement. In fact, when they brought the song to me, Walk the Line, for me, it meant like, okay, I'm here, folks. You know, I'm not going to do what you say to do, but I'm going to do what I want to do this time around.
You, in that interim, wrote a couple of books.
Yes.
In those books, you were not totally complimentary in what you had to say about Diana Ross, but you always said you wanted your relationship to improve, to get back together.
Well,
has it?
Well, first of all, the book was an autobiography. It was about what happened, really, and it was not complimentary to all three of us. You know, it wasn't about Diane. It was about the Supremes.
Right, but everybody made a lot of that relationship.
Well, they made a lot of that, but no, first of all, I love Diane, and I think we share something really great. And for me, it's one of those things where some people have good qualities, some have bad, some have whatever.
But is the relationship back on solid ground?
No, it's still pretty much that we've gone our separate ways, but we're not angry with each other.
Well, your separate ways taking you back to the recording studio. Good luck with this. You've waited for it a long time. I hope it goes well.
And watch me on Arsenio Hall on the 18th.
Mary Wilson. And when she's on Arsenio Hall, she'll plug her next appearance on Good Morning America, too. 10 minutes before the... I'm going to require that. 10 minutes before the hour, New Age Army Chow.
Ended her career with the Supremes in the late 1970s. Since then, she has written 2 best-selling books, performed numerous solo concerts, and has become a stage actress as well. Now Mary has a new solo album, and she's trying something she's never done before.
All my life I've been told what I can and cannot do.
Former Supreme Mary Wilson is looking for some solo success with her first album in 12 years, and that meant making her first music video ever for the new single, Walk the Line. After over 30 years in showbiz, Mary admits her video debut made her feel like a rookie again.
Well, it was like the night before Christmas, and I felt like a little girl, you know. It's like, tomorrow I'm doing my video, and I was so excited I couldn't sleep, and I knew I need to sleep to kind of get some rest. You know, a girl must get her rest, right?
The video's elaborate set finds Mary stranded in the middle of a water-filled moat, which she says her soggy surroundings have their advantages.
It's a lot of fun. Someone has to carry me off. But as long as they're handsome and, you know, it's fine.
And Mary, if you can look at camera a second.
Mary calls the new album an eclectic collection of ballads, hard rock, and dance music. But she promises that fans of her supremely famous former group will not be disappointed.
Do you know that all of our fans around America have already started calling in? When is the album coming out? I mean, they're all very excited. And I think they'll be very pleased. And actually, a lot of people are going to be very surprised at my performance.
Wilson's Walk the Line album will be in record stores June the 8th. We'll have the world premiere of her new video at the end of this show. Mary Wilson is going to sing our goodbye music. Here's the world premiere of Walk the Line. Be careful today. We'll see you.
What I can and cannot do, but the world is turning. I got some news for you. There's a storm raging, directed by higher power. There's a need for changing. We're coming to the final hour. When I speak my mind and say I got a tear, don't worry, be happy. I ain't gonna quit, no. Ain't gonna walk that line, no. Water, but you cannot make him drink. You can show a man the rising, but you cannot make him think. Let me get this, be me, yes, my nose, be my nose. I'm too